media is all about communication. So like it's just another form of communication to some parts of the community who need it. So really don't be scared by this, it's not rocket science. We'll show you today it's really easy to do. Good, okay. Might show you some examples now, or as I like to call it, a bit of a Netflix binge. Okay, this was a movie I watched recently. Okay, we're just going to watch the first 30 to 40 seconds, like a snippet. The opening credits are coming up as super titles, and you'll notice the captions like I move around a little bit to accommodate those super titles. Too loud. Super titles.
Haywood married chefs with room joinery, hand-forged hinges, shaped tulip lights. Walnut sideboard, in century French, decorations of herbs, shaped cartouches, relish, dwarf in the century. There are oak cabinets in Flemish style, upper section, 2 doors featuring carved anthropomorphic figures with carriages.
Something wrong with this old man?
Okay, so it's a great movie. Recommend you watch it if you haven't seen it. But the captioning elements there, you probably picked them up. You had some sound effects there that were relevant. The horse neighing, I thought it was a unicorn, but it was a horse neighing in the distance. You had the camera shutters clicking. They're the sounds we don't pick up at all. Some of those words, I think it was like just some very big words there. You'd want to get them right, so make sure you like just get the script or whatever, like just get those things right. But I picked up everything there, like I don't think I missed out anything there because of the captions. We talk about readability. If you can, you'd always use the correct case, capitals for the start of a sentence, people names, etc. This is what we call American TV captioning. And they've probably just used it for the American market and reused those caption files for the Australian market. Interestingly, when I watched that movie on my iPhone, I'm pretty sure they were like correct case. So like Netflix must be using a number of different like caption files. I can't actually show you that, but but they actually used the correct case on my iPhone 5. Now, it's probably a good time to give you a resource. If you can like do a Google search for the captioning key. It's on dcmp.org. I'll give you the link after the event. They have everything you need to know about captioning. Just correct case, uppercase. Now, I don't think that matters so much. As a viewer, I'm not that fussed. If you give that to me, I'm not going to kick up a stink. I'm getting the accessibility that I need. But as best practice, correct case is the best, purely because it's just a little bit easier to read. That's a good example of a challenge. So like to me, if you had correct case for your captions normally, but then someone screamed and that was in capitals, I would get the same sort of element that someone who can hear. I would know that was an important element for the story, and I'll be able to follow that like this video like to the same extent you can. So use your creativity there, like just if it's important, like and you're all very creative people, like you won't have trouble with this, like it's just a bit of grey matter and you'll get across the line. And just remember all the time, like if in doubt on any of these matters, just put yourself in my shoes. Remember how much I have to read and how quickly you might have to leave some elements off. Now that's something, certainly in audio description, you have to leave some things out more than in terms of captioning. You have to make a decision sometimes, I may not get that label on or something, like just but try to convey everything like just that you can. I'll show you another example then. This is another captioning challenge. And just to set the scene, it's just like a popular TV show, like just legal type. And just it's basically a court defendant, like who's in court. And he's basically like just, he's not following any of the dialogue, it's all unintelligible. He's basically like me, just he can't hear what's going on. Now, I thought I'd just show it like as an example of captioning. Just
The guard is going to pound his desk and say loudly so that you know it's important. Garbage in, garbage. DNA.
very difficult example there. Like just so that was basically he was temporarily deaf. That person can hear. There's nothing wrong with his hearing, but the process of being in court made him divorce himself from reality. So they've tried to caption that. Like I'm not saying that's good captioning, but they've tried to convey that to me as a viewer. So using text equivalent captions. They didn't do anything on the music there. They just said it stopped, and they just had a couple of musical notes there at one point. So I knew there was some sort of musical element there at play. I don't know what sort of music it was. I don't know if it was the poker trio, like with the accordions. I don't know, just or something else. This is what I think the future might be. Now, I'm just putting this up there, like don't get confused by this, but this is captions with interactive emoticons and everything, like the whole shebang. I'm not expecting you to do this, but it's where captioning may go in 10 years' time. Like just watch it, like just what I've told you so far, you might be interested by this. Interestingly, they didn't even caption like just a lot of this at the start. I did the captions for the start.
My butt trumpet is about to blow, and when the chocolate eclair spreads my hot cross buns, no one will ever know. It's time to go down the crackers hole, where smelling is believing.
Watch the super titles now, or like just on open captions. Watch them very closely. So it's quite amazing, very different. Alison may disagree with me here, I don't know, but this could be the future in some extent, like emoticons, all that sort of stuff. So you've got different emphasis there with the text. You've got like even italics there, like if you pick that up. I don't know what that's trying to convey because it's very fast paced, but it was different. You've got that interactivity, like I disagree. I would have had little cherubs, like those little like babies, you know, with the wings. I would have had them fluttering around, but just So the text there, like, just sort of moved, like, just, so that previous text sort of like elongated, like, just, so they're trying every trick in the book. I don't know what those, like, toilet symbols are for, like, just, like the generic people. Right, so there's male and female harmonies going on in this. That's something I missed because I don't get the audio track. I'm totally clueless here. The underlying theme there, like just men, we love the toilets, we love like making it smelly. Girls, we love like just undoing our good work. Just, yeah. You've got the spritzer spray there, like I'm a big spritzer user, like just, that was a nice element there with the cubicle, thinking of like in the box, just beauty hole, I'm a bit disappointed there, like just looks like plain text to me, just it's very good, like just don't put too much time into this today, but just I think it's a good one just to look at. Captioning is all about the text equivalent, and just if we don't have it, we miss out. Like just it goes back to that core point. Just I've got to admit I had a chuckle just when I watched this the first time. But like I said, I was actually disappointed at first because they didn't caption the start. And just it's the age-old problem that I have to deal with, like on the internet and just with any content. But Netflix has pretty much changed that, and you people today will change that, and the world is changing. I won't have to worry about this for too much longer. I think the jury's still out. Like I think that's been done well. Whether it's enjoyment or not, like just out of the layer there, I think it's still a bit too early. Like just. But I did want to show it as a creative example. And for some films, that sort of interactivity and like extra emphasis may work well. Just remember, you sometimes put yourself in my shoes, turn the sound down, go back and watch it again.
Yeah.
Just to get that like just context, whether you're getting that message across like that. It's really not that hard, but you might have to just do that sort of like technique from time to time. The other thing is like just when we rely on captions, we're inherently like missing out on some of those visuals because we have to focus on the text. So that's always a challenge for us as viewers. So we've got to like, certainly with like just captioning on sport, we want to watch the sport more than what we want to watch the captions so much. So there's different levels of emphasis for us as viewers.